News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
Observedly, Cross-Riverians are in the season of jubilation as the tribunal judgment between Governor Bakassi and the People's Democratic Party gubernatorial candidate, Senator Sandy Ono, was ruled in favor of Prince Bakassi and his deputy, Right Honorable Peter Ode. Quality education, financial management, the need for regular medical checkup, the use of contraceptives, the Bakassi Fish Festival, and the payment of pension and gratuity by government. All these are on our lineup this week. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program, News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
If you have just tuned in, you are watching News Panorama. It was a moment of celebration as Cross-Riverians jubilate on the court victory of Cross River State Governor Prince Bakassi and his deputy, Right Honorable Peter Ode, against the People's Democratic Party PDP gubernatorial candidate, Senator Sandy Ono. Young men and women drew out their drums and gangs. Beautiful colors of Carnival Calabar and merrymaking was witnessed in the metropolis. The report.
Delivering judgment in Calabar, the chairman of the three-man panel, Justice Oken Ime, upheld the election of Senator Bakassi as duly elected. The tribunal also upheld the candidature and citizenship of Right Honorable Peter Ode as duly qualified as deputy governor of Cross River State. Speaking to newsmen, the lead counsel of the governor, Senator Bakassi of APC, Professor Mike Ozahumen, said the case filed by the PDP governorship candidate, Senator Sandy Ono, was dismissed for lacking in merit.
Is that Prince Bakassi won the case, the election petition filed by Professor Sandy Ono and the PDP was dismissed, and Prince Bakassi, the governor of Cross River State, and his deputy, Honorable Ode, has been sustained. The court agreed with us on all the grounds. The issue of this dual citizenship or alleged dual citizenship had also been raised by the same parties in 5 other cases. Again, I handled about 4 of them, winning all of them to say that dual citizenship does not disentitle a person from contesting election. If I were them, this proceeding should come to an end, because going further in terms of appeal, it just flogging a dead horse.
On his part, counsel to Senator Sandy Ono of PDP, Barrister J.Y. Musa, in his reaction to the judgment, said whether they are satisfied or not, they commend the tribunal jury for their industry.
The tribunal just delivered this judgment, and we commended them for the industry of the judgment, regardless of whether we are satisfied with the judgment or not. But we need to commend them for the industry. That's what we just did. It went against us.
Meanwhile, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Ebet Ayambem, the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Anthony Owaneno, and the APC Chairman, Barrister Alphonsus Oga Eba, hailed the tribunal judges for upholding the mandate of the people bestowed on Senator Bakassi.
It's never been, Cross River State is going to be in a state that has never been before. Because justice was done in the election, there wasn't any level of election fraud. There wasn't any level of rigging. So the purpose for coming to the court is one thing Cross-Riverian don't seem to understand.
I feel as a Cross-Riverian that the people deserve justice. The people deserve a leader like Prince Otu, and we've got him.
Thank God Almighty. To thank our lawyers led by Professor Zuckerman for doing what he has done and which the court has agreed to. But let me again thank all voters across party lines that supported us on the 18th day of March. That very support you gave is what the court today has affirmed.
The supporters who went on a carnival street party appeared in various traditional attires and masquerades, expressing their feelings. Some of the supporters, including the head of Ekengewat family, Calabar South local government area, Chief Cyril Okon, said the exercise was not only a show of love to Governor Bakassi Otu, but an evidence that he remains the man of the people. They described Governor Otu as a grassroots politician whose government will benefit everybody, irrespective of tribe and religion.
The prince is a very good man. That is why it has victory all the way. I thank God so much for the success he has achieved today. This has gone a long way to show that Prince is really a sweet prince.
We are to celebrate. Not to celebrate, let him start his work, because I know now he has finished the case. Now the case has finished. Otu is now to face the reality.
We are celebrating the victory, the God victory of the Excellency Senator Bakassi Otu, who won landslide during the last governorship election and was taken to court by Senator Sandy Honor. Anyway,
the special advisor to the governor on special duties, Barrister Akaba Ekpenyong, thanked the tribunal for standing by the truth and delivering judgment that is acceptable by the masses.
Senator Bakassi Otu and his running mate right on the beat out there were more than qualified. They have stood the election and they won the election landslide. Don't forget that the petitioners had agreed that they had lost that occasion by their withdrawal of their 3 grants of petition that had to do with elections vote.
For CRBC News Panorama, Josephine Efanga.
In today's ever-changing world, access to quality education stands as a cornerstone to personal and societal progress. The concept of free education has garnered significant attention as a means to bridge educational disparity and foster inclusive development. In this report, Efionwa Nekweita delves into the profound implications and intricacies of the implementation of free education in Cross River State. The report.
The pursuit of quality education as a fundamental human right has been a cornerstone of societal progress and development across the globe. In recent years, the global community has recognized education as a powerful catalyst for social and economic advancement. Access to quality education has the potential to break the cycle of poverty, foster innovation and creativity, and empower individuals to contribute meaningfully to society. Recognizing this impact, the governor of Cross River State, Senator Bakassi Otu, has embarked on a journey to ensure that education is not only accessible but also equitable for all Cross Riverians, regardless of socio-economic backgrounds. The implementation of free education is a pivotal commitment from the governor's part, which reflects the government's dedication to equal access to education and human capital development. This was made known in a memo released on the 21st of September 2023 and signed by the Secretary to the State Government and Chairman of Palliative Distribution Committee, Professor Anthony Owan Eno. The memo, which reads, following the adoption of certain economic measures by the federal government, which resulted in higher cost of living for the citizenry and a decision to help alleviate the sufferings of the people, His Excellency the Governor of Cross River State, Senator Prince Bakassi Otu, has implemented a free tuition for all Cross Riverians in public primary and secondary schools and exemption of all Cross Riverians from the payment of the senior secondary school examination fees in the state beginning from the current academic section. The memo has garnered positive reactions from the public. In separate interviews, a cross-section of Cross Riverians expressed happiness and support for the governor's decision, pointing out that education is a necessity for all and access to free education is a springboard for development nationwide.
The decision the new government is taking is a good idea because to really help see the way things are in the country, and things are just somehow, so you should just go on with it.
Cross River State is so proud of education, and if we go to our provide school and other education, other things are just the classroom and nothing to write about. Then if we focus on education, I think that would be the best thing for us, and the free education. I will love it.
Last from His Excellency Senator Bakassi Otu. If you ask me, I would say it's a very welcome development because education is a priority, and if we must boost our economy, there is need for us to boost our education as well. So if it's bringing in free education from the primary to secondary, is a welcome development.
The governor's move stated that education is not merely enrollment and attendance. They advised the governor to ensure that after receiving education, the youth are equipped with skills, knowledge, and opportunities needed to thrive in a rapidly changing world.
I think both opinions are very okay, but I would say that him making efforts to make sure that the people who are not privileged to be in school, I said that of that free education, right? Yes, so that's my support and that's my opinion.
Basically, it's a welcomed idea. I don't mind any institution being free. So, but the thing is, it needs to create more opportunities for those people that go to school. When they come out, they should have what to do.
While efforts to reach the Commissioner of Education to throw more light into the implementation of free education in the state has proved abortive due to the unavailability of the Commissioner, it is important to note that the implementation of free education is a transformative step towards achieving equitable access through quality education. The advantages of this policy, which ranges from improved access, reduced inequality, socio-economic development, enhanced quality of life, and so much more, cannot be underemphasized. For CRBC News Panorama, Efeowane Peter reporting.
A generation ago, people used to see a doctor only when they were sick or dying. Today, prevention healthcare is becoming commonplace as people become more educated and empowered about their health. In this report, Benedita Sonny takes a look at the importance of regular medical checkup, as read from our studio. The report.
Regular medical checkups enable doctors to catch sight of any symptoms of conditions that the patient may be ignorant of. The doctor can discover potentially serious or life-threatening conditions and help with the right medications before it's too late or the effect gets worse. Some life-threatening diseases can develop in the body over time, indeed before physical symptoms appear. With the early discovery, a person has a better chance of seeking a remedy and early access to the options that can help speed up the recovery process. One should never take their health for granted, and being healthy entails more than just getting sick. Regular medical checkups give an individual vital information that allows him to cover his physical, internal, and emotional health and make informed decisions about their well-being. The Muri Munene of the Food Kingdom, Professor Itam Hogan, charged the society to know the danger of not going for regular medical checkups.
Without diagnosis, you cannot treat, because you cannot treat what you don't know. So when you go for checkup, the doctor will be able to know what is your illness. And when you know what the illness is, you can treat it. It's not every illness that can be treated, that can be cured. There are some you manage until the person dies. There are some that you cannot treat successfully, like hypertension. Anybody telling you that you can cure your hypertension is not telling you the whole truth. Like diabetes mellitus, you cannot cure it, but you can maintain it until you reach to old age. Some cancers, so-called cancers, can be cured. And you cannot give diagnosis, you cannot diagnose any of this until you go for medical checkup.
A medical checkup, also known as a physical test, is a routine test performed by a qualified doctor or medical expert to assess a person's health. With the guideline of the doctor, a person would be able to identify or know which body parts require more attention to address any symptoms or health-related issues. Others stressed on the need for regular medical checkups to live a healthy life and dictate any health challenge.
We know what foods you eat that encourage various problems. All these fried things lead to complications. Boiled things are better than fried things, but natural things, fruits and co, give you good health. Taking immunization is a preventive measure. You see, like when COVID came, they say people should take immunization. When children are born, from date of birth, they give them standard immunizations.
In our setting, a traditional setting, a regular medical checkup is like a taboo, it's lacking. It's because of the environment we grew up. Many people, first in the olden days, it was a matter of if you're sick, just, you know, they were using herbs and so on. So your mother will pump you, he'll make herbs for you and all that. But it switched to the fact that we now have, everybody was like conscious of the fact that you can take care of your health first before you go to any other person to take care of you.
For CRBC News Panorama, Sonny Benedicta reporting.
Bakassi is the largest inland fishing community in Cross River State for sharing common sea with Cameroon and the Gulf of Guinea. Hence the need for hosting the Bakassi Fish Festival annually in the state. The report.
Bakassi Fish Festival has its unique characteristics, which plays its good state as remarkable brand of tourism and commerce. Bakassi is a coastal town and strategically located as an international border town, as well as the nearest littoral gateway in Nigeria to Central Africa and beyond. Ikang Beach, which is always the venue for the fish festival, is dotted with many fishing ports and settlements with a variety of unexplored resources and tourist attraction. This therefore means it is potentially endowed to kickstart economic activity even beyond its catchment area and beyond as a stimulus. The essence of the festival is to empower and encourage uniqueness of fishing culture, foster unity amongst the different tribes engaging in the fishing business in Bakassi and beyond, as well as packaging the fishing business to make it attractive and also create relaxed environment for stakeholders in the fishing industry. Miss Edima Frank is the Director General of the Bakassi Fish Festival. She says that apart from the festival promoting tourism and commerce, it is also modeled as a unifier factor that will give the displaced people of Bakassi and their kids and kin in the Republic of Cameroon an opportunity to associate under the umbrella, thereby giving modern-day conflict resolution another practical meaning, following the failure of the much-touted Green Tree Agreement.
And we as young people came together to put up a project that will help rebrand and rebuild our community Bakassi. We thought that we could use a platform to rebrand and redirect people's perspective about Bakassi.
The Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Mr. Abubakar Ewa, and the Commissioner for Livestock, Aquaculture and Fishery Development, Ntufam Emmanuel Anon, said the state government has added the Bakassi Fish Festival to the state tourism calendar. They said that in due time, Bakassi Fish Festival will be competing with other international festivals.
We have captured Bakassi Fish Festival in our tourism calendar of we expect so much from the organizers, as we are going to partner with them and collaborate with them in making sure that the festival become an international festival. This is something that the governor wants to encourage, and we are here to make sure that this festival is encouraged.
The member representing Bakassi in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Eyo Basi, the Board of Trustee Chairman, Mr. Ani Essen, Royal Fathers and other industrial sons of Bakassi local government area said the festival is one of its kind and needs adequate attention by the authorities.
And this place are supportive bigger than the first one. So it is always difficult. So this second edition, we have really settled down and we have looked at issues that have to come up permanently than the first one. So for this thing, the Fish Festival is bigger than the first edition, and we are even going to improve upon this the next edition. So as you can see, this festival automatically is a rebranding of Bakassi. We have all seen the energy that the youth have introduced earlier. It has been a positive energy, and if energy are not harnessed into this kind of festival, they could be negatively used.
The national president of catfish farmers, Mr. Sunday Musa, appealed to the Cross River State government to pay greater attention to this all-important driver of the economy beyond Bakassi. He also wants government to take fishing festival and indeed fishing farming to international levels if tourism must truly be given its pride of place.
It has been a wonderful event, coupled with so many cultural displays. And I think that with more effort, more collaboration, more sponsor, this will compete more with our Abuja Fishing Festival. We will support again. It has been a wonderful experience.
The fishermen were not left out, as they say the fish festival will promote fishing and bring more markets to them.
We are doing fishing, and when we are doing fishing, the fishing we are doing in Bakassi try to follow us to the meeting. So now we want this festival will come so that people can help us for our fishing to be going up.
This fish festival will help us, the fishermen and the buyers and with the sellers, to promote us and bring more business to us so that poverty may go away from us.
For CRBC News Panorama, Josephine Efanga reporting.
In time past, it has always been a thing of pride and joy to be employed into government services. Working in the civil or public services was highly attractive then because it was pensionable and offers gratuity to workers who put in 35 years in service. Today, however, retired civil servants and public workers are groaning under the weight of unpaid gratuities after 35 years of services. In this report, Esther Ekpeme went to find out why government has not been paying gratuity over the years. The report.
Gratuity is money usually given by customers to certain service sector workers, such as hospitality, for the services that they have performed, in addition to the basic price of service. For about 9 years now, the Cross River State government have not really done well in the area of paying retirees their gratuity rights. Just a few months ago, half of the staff from the state civil work retired from service, which also adds to the huge number of people who will be expecting their gratuity from state government. The state governor, Senator Bakassi, on a press session with journalists on his 100 days in office, expressed sadness over the current scenario, being that after 35 years of labor, retirees could not receive their gratuities. The Commissioner for Establishments, Training and Payroll, Lady Laurentia Ita, said Governor Otu, through her ministry, is working hard to pay retirees their gratuities from 2015 to now, and said that it is a heavy burden to the governor, knowing that after 35 years of labor, gratuity is denied for retirees.
Our retired civil and public servants to please give our governor some time. They should be patient, because this is a man, as I have already said, who is all out to make everyone happy. So please, my appeal to you is to exercise some patience, because this administration has just come on board. It is not easy, but we know that with God on his side, he will do something positive.
The Governor Otu administration, tagged People's Government and Season of Sweetness, is working to create a good and healthy environment that will be of the benefit of state retirees to ensure that their gratuities are paid.
Pray to new governor, let God help you. Let God enter his mind to pity us. At least, let me start doing something for us.
A civil servant can work for a period of 35 years, and at the point of his leaving the service, there is nothing to show gratitude for. Some of them have not built their houses, their students are in school, they cannot pay their school fees. But there is hope in our prince, who is our able governor in place, to wipe away our tears and sorrow.
For CRBC News Panorama, Ipeme Esther reporting.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. I am Josephine Efanga.